felt starstruck.
Vince, the car's out front.
Got things to do, got to make my moves. I can't miss my flight and miss you too, boo. First class seats is overrated. Won't go less they overpay us. Nowadays I'm overdating my street for stay well acquainted. Their morning is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need. All I need. All I need. Move your body if you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Raiders going up against the Patriots.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now after the INT, it's Carr being chased out left. And his first pass is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Lynch busting free. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 68 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, 44 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Goes underneath here to White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now White lost the football. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll run with White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Patriots have it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a carry for White. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They set up the screen to Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, it's White, and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James White taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And he puts it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Carr to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. First down, the run with Lynch. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 47-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They keep it on the ground. White again. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Let's go.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Steps away to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he's got room. Lynch busting free. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Carr gives to Marshawn. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw with Carr. Forced out to his left. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Carr being chased out left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on second down, Carr looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And now look at him go. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? It had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second down following the run. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them. And they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mario Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level.
Fresh set of downs here. To throw, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They go play action here on first down. And Cook has it, left side. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr steps away to his left. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The play clock's running down. To throw is Carr, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Adrian Claymore. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it on line, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I'll bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They run the counter now on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now Brady. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
To throw is Brady. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.